Consider that you are consuming things that perhaps you have no business consuming. Consider that under the influence of your particular consumption, that you are making your subconscious, you're making your mind and your body temple open to all types of entities and influences. So this is food shadow work and consumption intuitive verse. I'm sorry I ever trusted you. Now, what part of the intelligence could that be coming from? I'll tell you that threw me for a loop. Shocking. We can't hear except when it's really quiet. Who or what is, quote unquote, speaking? Not even sleep. Wide awake and lucid in another way. Consider that we are taken over by entities or energies, not in a spookadook kind of way at all. It's all very practical. We're taking in information and instruction from the wrong ones, and you are on your own, totally alone. Yet you do have ancestral inspiration and guidance, yet you cannot hear overstuffed or tricked out on physical food, particularly low water food, over seasoned food, over oiled, heavy, dense foods. This is why you should go quiet and go inward and be very discerning even then on what part of your intelligence or what part of influence is communicating with you. This is confirmation of healing, confirmation of instruction, confirmation of moving into alignment. Who or what are you taking your instruction from? What if you can't move? Dare I say it? You are following entities and quote-unquote spirits. Look at the etymology of spirit. Espiritu, the root is the breath. You are following entities and spirits that you have no idea of. You have no idea of their intentions, or perhaps have been programmed to be very passive and not discerning of their intentions or of their instructions, and how they will use you, us, as a host. They enter you and enter your conscious and subconscious while under the influence of narcotics, drugs, alcohol, and substances masquerading as food. They enter your orifices They instruct you as you consume via the channel of gluttony, mindlessness, taking instructions from entities that would use you as a battery pack. Your vices are the plugs that hook you up to the system. The music and images are carefully orchestrated to open up the portals to allow you to be uninhibited. No defenses, completely defenseless and careless. Careless with your mind of thought, which is one of the functions of the brain, allowing entry into your precious sacred orifices, giving access to the functioning of your organs, giving access to entities, thereby inviting enchantment. No question of the enjoyments, dancing hypnotically, consenting hypnotically, as piggies in a trough, being fattened up, seasoned voluntarily, readying self for slaughter. The maze of religions and peer pressure and social constructs will not let you out. In the quiet moments of the early portion of the day is when you will most likely be able to hear. And how interesting is it that many of us fight the early morning or so hungover, food drunk, that we're not able to get up and hear and take instruction from our own intelligence. How interesting is it that we have been instructed to trust and put our life force, we have put the instruction for our lives into the hands of those posing as religious leaders whom we have not vetted their character. Difference between looking for perfection, which is no such thing, in a human being. Character, no track record, yet they get access. We allow access based on their suit and their gift of gab and speaking with enough confidence, so then we take instruction. I smelled a dead gecko, which is a little teeny lizard, the other day. Little teeny something. And it smelled awful, like a dead rat. Just smelled like a dead creature. And it's not the first time. I've noticed this in the past in the city, when every so often, rarely you'd find a dead mouse. It's a very distinct odor. It's a distinct odor. It's a smell of death. You know it when you smell it. And I always marveled at how come the supermarkets don't smell like that. These are huge animals. If you can smell a little teeny gecko, no bigger than a couple of my fingers, how come you don't smell it in the supermarket? And we just consume blood and flesh. I'm just asking a question. Why are we not shocked? And it seems very apparent that we are programmed from children on what to accept for consumption, for profit. And we are instructed in to what to consume for health. Though, if we were to just investigate a bit at who is selling us these products for consumption, and the ones who operate on us to pull the residues of these products out of our arteries and our gut and our clogged bowels, that obviously it is not based on vitality or health. This form of slavery is much more profitable, or a form of enslavement is much more profitable than chattel slavery. Early risers get the prize, or more so, have access to hear when we get really, really quiet. I notice there can be a lot of resistance to getting up because it feels cold and your feet are cold and why do I have to get up? But I tell you, you can hear in the wee hours. If you can hear from your own onboard divine innate intelligence, then you're blessed. But let's be clear, being able to have access and to hear and to have the confidence to take that instruction has been compromised. Observe for yourself.